Hello everybody. So I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, which is kind of a rehashing on Bugs Bunny, the character. Kind of a second part to the guide, but a bit better and more in depth on the combos. But I've been waiting for the nerf to come out, and so now that it's out, let's go ahead and talk about the character, what it means for him, and what I think is going to be happening with this character. So the first thing I want to talk about that I have written down here is nerfs, and biggest deal is the safe. I'll go over the other two and you'll see why I think safe. So before, safe had 16 HP, and I don't exactly know how the factors work in this game, but it felt like it would never die. But at 14, it does feel like it dies. I think they might have run the numbers wrong. It feels like it dies way faster than it did before. It's broken multiple of my games. I played multiple 2s and 1s. And the safe definitely feels like the biggest deal nerf wise. The next nerf is the up air. They actually nerfed this incorrectly. What people hated was the range, not just the early kill, but it was the range, right? I mean, just the range on it's huge. I mean, look at this. Look. It hits behind him. Why does it hit behind him? I don't know. I don't know why it hits behind him. I couldn't tell you. They just made it it's more punishable. Some characters who like to spike a lot may like this if you whiff. Tom and Jerry is a main example of this. Shaggy as well. Characters who are really good at spike and have a reliable spike. Rain Dog. Think those characters. It's not too big of a deal. The next one is a little bit of a bigger deal, but I'll tell you how to combat it. And that is the in delay on his this move. It's at first it feels more like placebo, and now I can kind of barely tell, but there's something to remove this pretty much completely. So in this game, movement is the most important thing, and there's a tech where when you're running and you click dodge, you roll, right? If you run, dodge, and roll, it basically cancels out your movement. So look at this. It's kind of hard to tell, but I am actually dodging. If you slow the video down, I am dodging. If you do it really fast, like you can hardly even tell I'm doing it. And this basically removes that little in delay. Oh, they're about to attack you? Oh, might just go away. They're about to attack you? Oh, might just go away. I can't do it right now because I have the bar low. But you see what I mean. It doesn't matter that much. What do I think this means for Bugs Bunny? Not that much. He's a little bit slower. And I'll get into that in the perk section. I really don't think he moved that much. I think he was lower S tier before in 1s. I'm not talking about 2s right now. In 2s, he's high S tier still. I think he was lowest tier in 1s. I think people over-exaggerated on him. I played against multiple of them. It's not some sort of bias thing. I've played against like every character. But I think now maybe he's high A tier, still low S tier. The nerfs don't matter that much. If you were looking for a new character, don't worry, it's fine. This character is still going to be useful and still good, and you can still stick with them. So the next thing that I wanted to go over was perks. So one of the main perks is Ice to Meet You, and that is typically, I would always run these two. For my guide video, you probably know I ran I dodge, you dodge, we dodge, triple jump, and Coffeezilla. I pretty much just got rid of Coffeezilla completely, and I switched between Tasmanian Trigonometry, Ice to Beat You, and there's one more, and the Speed Force Assist. So the reason why I started running this is because after the nerf, with him feeling a little bit slower, giving him that little bit of extra speed makes him feel just back to normal, even a little bit better. So if you're someone who really doesn't like the little bit of a sluggish more feel to it, even if it's just placebo, go ahead and run it. I don't think the perk is bad at all. Movement, like I said, is very important in this game, so go ahead and run it. But if I were to tell you what to run, I would run this. In higher elo, specifically if you're not going against gimp heavy characters like Jake, cheese no skill characters like Iron Giant and Taz. Tasmanian Trigonometry is good against those like Quinn and Bugs Bunny, who mainly rely on combos to kind of get their damage up on you. This allows you to get your DI out of it. So yeah, so that's why I run this one, and I think these two are just mandatory. Between these two perks, I think this one's better. I said in my last video that Lingering Love might be better in 2s. Wrong. This one's still better in 2s, especially if you're running someone who's projectile based like Velma, which is what I do. I'm kind of going over this fast because this video is going to be a little bit longer. So yeah, if you want to, you can straight up copy my perks. It's completely fine. This is the perks I like to run. The next thing I wanted to talk about was Tasmanian is how broken it actually is. I know I've mentioned to you guys. But not only does it help you with combos, it also, whenever you're getting hit off stage, it also allows you to get back control. So you can live an extra 10 to 15 damage just by having this on. Whenever people read it, their first thing is like, oh, that's my influence, that's broken. No, it's how much they do to you. It's not a... See, it says you receive. I know it's read differently, but it's for you. It's more of a defense perk. It's super broken. I guess I'll rehash on the fact Ice to beat you is not useless. I still run it against Supermans. Don't run Armor Crush. Whenever I made that video, I think I was top 7k global. The high rank Supermans, don't get hit by this. If you're lower elo, run this. But if you're in like 10k bracket, probably not. Don't run this. Just run Ice to beat you. It's just nice. It's always good to have. Oh, I forgot to mention this. The pie still slows. It says it wasn't going to slow anymore. It still definitely slows. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if they haven't released it yet or something, but it definitely still works. The next thing I wanted to talk about was combos, and this is going to be kind of the main section of this video. Since you guys already heard the good news that he's still viable. So let me show you something. So the most common character you'll probably see is Batman, so I'll show you Batman. The first combo we're going to be going over is the up tilt, and the up tilt is pretty hard to do. I'm probably going to trim because I'm going to mess up these combos. I don't practice these a lot, so yeah. So I'll show you, or not show you. I will tell you the binds for it or controls for it beforehand. So it is up tilt, jump, neutral air, jump, neutral air, jump, neutral air. Dodge up bat. Now the thing that makes this hard is how precise it actually is. If you mess up even one of these, it won't kill, but if you do it perfect, it will kill. So as you saw right there, I hit the combo. It's not easy to do at all. In fact, most of the times you won't even be hitting those off this. Most of the time they'll just be in the air, and you want to look for openings. I'm not really going to demonstrate it because there's not really a way for me to do it in scenarios. Some maps have ledges and stuff. But whenever they're in the air, look for an opportunity to hit this. You can go up and down really fast on this. So, yeah. So, just look for openings with this move. So that is how you do the 0 to death. If you want to pause it and keep rewatching it, it's completely okay. The reason why I'm not going over the flashy perks, I'm not flashy combos, kind of stuff like this. I don't even really exactly know how to do it. I think you do this. It's something like that, like what I just did. The reason why I'm not really talking about those is because those are pretty, like, you're not going to really be doing those, okay? You will do sometimes, but I've never had a hit on me before. I've gone against a billion bugs, never got that hit on me before. That's just not going to happen. So I'm going over the essentials, okay? Just want to remind you guys of that. So for the other combo starters that you're going to be doing, there is another one with up tilt. So it's kind of something like that, pretty similar. You can probably do it a little bit more. This is less of a combo, more of a string, but it still works. It's still really good and reliable, so yeah. So let's go to the next one. The next one will be your forward tilt. I just want to put this in here because I think this is really important to mention that people don't talk about. And that is matchups. Matchups where people like to initiate with projectiles. You're not going to be able to hit them with forward tilt to start your combos. You're going to be relying on this. So characters like Batman and even Finn, if it's a good Finn player and they know how to throw their stuff. Like Tom and Jerry, stuff like people who are going to be initiating with projectiles. It's not good to do. It makes you stop moving, so it's just not good to do. You're better off doing this. Like, you're just straight up better off. Okay, so here's how you do it. So you do forward tilt, jump, down air. Try not to hold down. If you do hold down, you can jump and go back into your neutral. So don't worry if you mess it up. You can still recover. It just makes it to where it's more punishable. And then you just keep repeating it. So you do forward tilt, down air, neutral air, down air, neutral air, down air. You can even end up in a bat. So there you go. It's kind of like that. You kind of just go like that. Now the thing is, obviously, this is a training dummy. This is not a real person. So games are gonna be different. If there's someone, take note. Do they dodge to the right a lot? Do they dodge to the left? Do they dodge up? Do they try neutral dodge? This will kind of depend on where you will go with this and how you approach them. Every game is different. Every player is different. So just remember that whenever you're doing these combos, the same combo might not always work on that person. And then the next approach is the down. This one's the classic. Everyone knows this one. Probably the most used starter for Bugs Bunny. It's playing above them, jumping around projectiles, and then eventually catching them with one of these. And then they get kind of screwed. I messed it up there. Sorry. You can even actually hit a little bit above you with the move, which is a little bit weird. So that is how you do that move. You do down air, neutral air, down air, neutral air, down air, neutral air, yada yada yada. It's the same as the other ones. So that is how you do it. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments.